Hi everyone, I am Amy Joy Laffin. I am the writer and director of the short independent film called Betrothed. I'm also one half of the tiny production team that makes up LaFaux Productions. Michael Molyneux is the other half. And I'm here tonight with Shoshana, who is the star of the film Betrothed. So thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to ask her a few questions. And let's get started. So, how long have you been acting and how did you get started?
It's been sporadic since high school. I started in high school, was in a few shows, and then one thing freshman year of college, and then that was it for a while, basically until I met you. I'm 30-something now, and I met you. I had just been in my first show back in years. It had to be over 15 years.
Wow.
And I was in Thumbelina and The King's New Clothes. And then after that, I auditioned for the short film and the Waltham Hovey Players. Is that how I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
And that's when I met you. So I really don't have a lot of experience, but I definitely have a passion for it. And I'm so glad I met you.
Awesome. I'm glad I met you too. So speaking of acting, getting started and your whole journey, you've now acted both on stage and on film. And which one of those do you like better and why?
So I always imagined that I would like film better. I just sort of growing up studied actors and actresses on television and the small facial expressions. And when I started acting on stage in high school, I was really surprised how dramatic and the big motions, because you really have to think about the audience all the way in the back. So it was hard for me to, I think at first, balance the first row guy and the back row. So that was kind of fun to work through, and I think it was very spontaneous, and every day is different when it's live, and just the element of the surprise and organicness of live. So I really, really enjoy that because it's always different.
Yeah.
And it was more difficult than I imagined to do film, just sort of not having that much control. As much as you have a director on stage, once you're on stage, it's kind of, you do have a little bit more control, and sometimes things just come, you say things off the cuff in a certain way and you didn't expect that. So I kind of enjoy that spontaneity. However, it was a really interesting experience, not what I expected. And it was kind of nice to let go and trust somebody else and try their ideas. And it really, I think, helped me expand my acting. I hope so, anyway.
Great, cool. What do you like best about playing, or not playing, but what do you like best about the character Rose? And can you relate to her at all, or was she a completely different person from who you are in real life?
She's definitely different. We kind of made up a little backstory with her and how she got together with Joshua. And that's always fun for me, and I think you and I had a good time doing that for both the play I was in for you and the film. So that process is really where I think you find the acting pieces.
Yeah.
But I think you helped me find Rose. There were some things I didn't think to try, and when you would suggest things, something I would have a visceral reaction to her, and I just felt it. So I think between the two of us, she came to life.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So with your busy work schedule and your personal life and your animals and your family, how do you find time for artistic projects? And do you think it's important to make the time in your life? And why is it important to make that time, for anybody to make that time?
Well, for years I didn't make the time or think that I was missing it. And then when I tried it again, I couldn't believe how much I missed it. And it just felt very right to be back. And I think going back to the question before about film versus stage, I don't have any other experience with film. This was my first. So I think the challenge is really exciting, and I would be interested in doing more things like that nature, because I think being able to let go of that control is a really great experience.
So, like, practicing your art can also be, I think, can also be, like, therapeutic.
Absolutely.
It helps you sort of become a more well-rounded human by relating to other characters.
Even just time management.
Yeah,
I think
that's a big thing.
learning how to give yourself time to study lines.
Yeah.
Okay, rehearsal's tonight, but I have to go to work to pay my bills.
Right.
And, I wasn't always. I'm still not good at that, admittedly. But I think it helps you structure yourself and prioritize things. And actually, I'm not working on a project now, and I do feel like something's a little missing. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say I'm depressed or
Right.
grieving over it, but I miss it a lot, and I think I should seek that out more
Mhm.
because, like you said, I do think it is therapeutic and fun.
Yeah,
Fun is therapy,
Right.
and it's enjoyable, and to work towards something and then have an accomplishment that you can look back on it's great.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So final question already. That went by fast. Why do you think people should make the time? It's only like 20 minutes of time, but why do you think people should make the time to watch this particular film? Other than the fact that you do such a beautiful job
Well,
in it.
Thank you.
But other than that, why should anyone, with so many things to do and watch and see, like why should anyone make the time to see this?
I think it's a really interesting story. It's compelling. It, to me, makes you feel something, and I'm not going to give away what happens, but you can tell something's beneath the surface, and it's really, I think, as it develops, it touched people. Actually, let me rephrase. Talking to people that had watched it, I was really surprised by some of their reactions,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't expect it. Even some people that I didn't think were so sensitive, but were just watching it because they knew me and to help us out and
Yeah.
help promote the film. It touched people in a way that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
And I think everyone should give it a chance. It's like you said, it's under 20 minutes, and it's really, really I don't know the right word. I can't think of the right word, but it's a great film. I don't even know what to call
Same
it.
thing.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Enjoy doing it.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I had the same sort of reaction, like obviously I asked people to watch it
Yeah.
because and I was like very pleasantly surprised with the amount of encouraging feedback. It's not technically perfect. It's only our second film here. We're not using, the most high-tech equipment, but we're using this, which is confusing. We're using our brains, we're being creative with our style and what we can do, and we have an amazing actor here pulling everything together. So, but I was surprised with people's really positive reactions and having strong emotional connections to it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that is because of you and the beautiful job that you did. So thanks for being here and talking with me today. And thank you so much for being a part of the project. And here's to many more. Cheers. And thank you all for joining us tonight. If you haven't seen it already, or if you just want to see it again now that you've listened to Shoshana, please check out Betrothed on our on our LaFaux Productions YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Bye.